A US expert recently said something that caught a lot of people off guard. The whole world got China's shipbuilding wrong. Not the speed. Everyone knows China builds fast. What they missed is a hidden card that China has been holding. That card is what's actually keeping their competitors up at night. Today, we flip it over. Let's start with some numbers just to set the scale. In 2025, China's shipbuilding output reached 53.69 million deadweight tons, 56.1% of global production. New orders hit 107.382 million DWT, accounting for 69% of the global total. The order backlog stood at 274.42 million DWT, representing 66.8% of the world's total. All three indicators, number one globally for 16 consecutive years. Of the 18 major vessel types tracked internationally, China leads new orders in 16. 6 Chinese shipbuilders rank in the global top 10. This is no longer a story about winning a few extra contracts. The majority of the world's new shipping capacity now runs through Chinese shipyards. The most common mistake outsiders make is framing China's shipbuilding advantage as lots of workers, lots of docks, lots of overtime. That's the surface. What actually moves international shipowners to write the check is one thing. Certainty shipowners don't place orders on a whim. They calculate carefully. Who delivers on time? Who keeps error rates low? Who can handle the technical specs, the financing, and the after-sales service all at once? Money follows reliability. Qatar Energy gave Chinese shipyards a striking compliment. Deliveries were arriving on a near-monthly basis. Those 4 words represent an entire industrial chain operating in lockstep. Marine steel plates, engines, navigation systems, deck machinery, financial support, maintenance response if any one link slips, delivery wobbles. China's strength isn't that any single component is world-class in isolation. It's that most of the links are domestically controlled, domestically reinforced, and domestically accelerated. The really hard part to replicate isn't the speed. It's the fact that the entire system speeds up together. There's another card that most people are only now starting to see. China's shipbuilding has shifted from competing on manual throughput to competing on organizational intelligence. The second domestically built large cruise ship, the Adora Hoicheng, was completed nearly 8 months faster than the first vessel in the series. The scheduling systems at Weigaoqiao Shipbuilding now involve AI coordination, boosting production capacity by 25%. And as of April this year, the latest news is that this ship will be delivered in early November, nearly 2 months ahead of the revised schedule. Cruise ships are the hardest class of vessel to build, enormously complex systems, extraordinarily dense workflows. When a shipyard can keep accelerating on that kind of project, it signals something important. They've moved from knowing how to build to knowing how to organize, optimize, and replicate. That's where the real confidence comes from. Because once complex vessels stabilize and speed up, bulk carriers, specialty ships, and green vessels only get faster. There's another shift that deserves attention. High value and green shipbuilding are no longer marketing language. In 2025, China delivered 24,000 TEU LNG dual-fuel ultra-large container ships. It delivered wind-assisted product tankers. These aren't vessels China is watching other countries build. They're being built in China and delivered to international clients. 16 of the 18 major ship types leading in new orders tells you something important. China's center of gravity in shipbuilding has moved beyond bulk carriers and general cargo vessels. The push is now into high-value, high-barrier vessel categories. My read: in the next few years, whoever secures the early lead in green ships, dual-fuel ships, and intelligent ships will have the most influence over how the next round of global shipping standards gets written. China is already standing at that door. The United States has spent years simultaneously calling for a domestic shipbuilding revival and building a policy wall around maritime, logistics, and shipbuilding targeting China. Last April, the U.S. formally issued its Section 301 final measures against China's maritime sector. China's response was straightforward. The U.S. is projecting its own industrial problems onto others. The louder a country gets about using administrative pressure to fight commercial competition, the clearer it is that they're running scared. What genuinely unsettles Washington isn't one Chinese shipyard punching above its weight. It's that China has tied together shipbuilding, components, ports, and maritime services into a single integrated system. Countries that try to turn markets into political instruments tend to find, eventually, that they've tied their own hands before anyone else's. Here's the bottom line. China's shipbuilding isn't formidable because it's fast. It's formidable because it can push speed, quality, cost, delivery, supply chain support, and technical upgrading forward simultaneously on a single track. When US experts say the world got China wrong, that's not an exaggeration. Because most people until recently assumed China's real card was a flagship vessel or a breakthrough technology. The actual card is an industrial system increasingly mature, increasingly stable, increasingly built for the long game. Whoever holds that card steady will carry serious weight in the future of the global ocean economy. Do you think the United States can still close the gap? Drop your take in the comments, like and subscribe. See you in the next one.